people will never change. They will keep operating with you the exact same way until you get to a place in your life where you have to set those boundaries, no matter who it is, mama, daddy, sister, brother, husband, daughter, I don't care who it is. If it's disrupting your peace, you have to set them healthy boundaries. So either I'm gonna deal with you from a distance or I ain't gonna deal with you at all.
I'm wearing a heart for a reason, because y'all know I'm in love with her. Give it up for Toya Rushing.
Ooh.
What we seen this season was you really trying to help out your brothers. Well, one in particular feels like you don't do as much for him as you should.
I just feel like when you start going to the internet with stuff and exposing stuff that is not, it's so untrue, you moving like a op. I'm not cool with that at all.
When was the last time you spoke to your brother?
Since the show wrap.
You don't speak to him. You financially support all of your family members?
So,
do you have guilt with the fact that you are the breadwinner in your family?
My mom, I just used to get so upset because what are they doing for you? Like, how are they helping you in any kind of way? They can't pay a bill for you. They can't keep a roof over their head, and you telling me about what I don't do and not doing, and I'm the only one that's helping here.
Are you sometimes afraid of becoming broke because you take care of people?
Now you know.
I know, baby.
Like, listen.
When you were a teen mom, you're dating this big celebrity at the time. What was different for you though, to where you just wanted more from your life than just being, a kept woman?
I don't like the control of that. My head, I'm like, I don't want to give nobody that much control. Like, I need to figure something out. Like, what is it gonna be?
Was it hard for you to make the decision to leave the relationship?
At a certain point, you wake up and you be like, I deserve better. I have a daughter. I can't watch I could have still today been in that situation and can be if I wanted to.
What type of guy would you like to see Reginae end up with ultimately?
I don't want to see it with no rappers.
Famous people?
I mean,
your last marriage was what we saw in Marriage Boot Camp was a very tumultuous marriage. When it came to your ex-husband, Memphitz,
what he did on that show, straight bullshit. I don't condone it. I didn't like it. I thought it was very immature, very childish, and it just made all of the other things that people say about you to be true.
Was that like the final straw for you?
Oh, that was the final straw.
It was?
Mm-hmm.
Did you feel like...
Now, what his ass did to my husband, like right before we got married with that picture he put out of me, I don't condone that bullshit at all.
Hey Raindrops, before we get into this episode, I want to invite you to join my community. My YouTube community, honey, of subscribers. So please make sure to subscribe to this channel. I love when y'all comment on my posts and my videos about all of my stars hopping on Reality with the King to share their lives. I cannot thank y'all enough, so make sure to like and subscribe to this channel. Hey Raindrops, on today's episode of Reality with the King, I'm wearing a heart for a reason, because y'all know I'm in love with her. Y'all know I have a top 5, and I've said this ad nauseum. But we are here on this special Valentine's episode with the beautiful, although she's married, she's my girlfriend in my head. Give it up for Toya Rushing.
Ooh.
You don't have a crush on you, right?
You used to say that all the time. I used to be like, stop playing. You used to say that all the time.
Oh, no, I've known you for like over 10 years.
Yeah.
You are my type.
Oh, thank you. You got good taste. Not everybody have good taste.
No.
Good taste, baby.
No. Okay, so my top 5, you're a part of it, is you.
Portia.
Portia?
No, I know you told me. Portia's so bad, yeah.
Portia bad, so we agree, yeah. Portia.
Mm-hmm. Let me see who else up at there.
Princess Love.
Okay, yeah, I love her. She's so pretty.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Savannah James.
Oh, yes.
See?
Yes.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
So I have a good roster.
Yeah, your roster's.
But you, listen.
All of them, yeah, I see what's
it's similar, right?
Mm-hmm. I love it.
Right? But you've always, hey, Portia, but listen, you've always. So I'm blushing in front of Mrs. Rushing.
Oh, Mrs. Rushing.
You're married, so I was a little sad to know that
You got remarried. I thought I had a chance. But you're
Stupid.
Have you ever dated a gay boy before?
I have never dated a gay boy before.
Would you ever have thought about it before getting married?
I wouldn't have never thought about it.
Listen, you will always have fun.
Always have fun.
Okay. The fashion will be fashioning.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And what else you about to say?
Well, we'll leave that for the After Dark segment. I aim to please. I'm a Libra.
Oh, shoot. Yes, the Libras be Libra.
What do you know about, Lil Wayne's a Libra.
Yeah.
So what do you know about Libra men in terms of like, yeah.
Ooh, child. Y'all Libras be Libra. So, like, I'm balanced. It's like, but overall, like, y'all good people with good hearts.
Uh-huh.
Like,
what's the bad side of Libras?
Child, you know.
What? No, tell me, Toya. I'm going to tell you about Scorpios.
What about us?
You go first.
Libras is just like...
And be real.
No, I'm being for real. It's really y'all world. And we just live in it. It's like, shit just really gotta go your way or no way. It's just crazy. I be like, I don't be you getting it sometimes. I get it. Most people kind of want to have their way, but we can fall back on some stuff. Libras be like, yeah, this is what it is. Like, what? It's crazy. And you give that. Like,
I give that.
You give that.
I give that energy.
I can see it in a relationship.
You think I'm like that in a relationship?
Yeah, it's your way.
It's my way.
It is. I know it. It's like y'all so like up and down. It's like, ooh, child,
booty.
Baby. It's a time. It's a time.
a good time though.
I mean,
To be
I'm sure.
What is red sign?
Red is a Sagittarius.
Oh, like the Reginae.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, Sagittarius men, they're sensitive.
Sensitive.
They don't show it though.
Yeah.
But like when their feelings get hurt, oh baby, it cuts deep. And they are I'm gonna say this, but y'all gonna take a different way.
What?
They're a little messy.
Red not messy.
No. Okay.
You can't get, how you pillow talk and you can get.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
No, you know how you could get some tea out of your man usually when he ain't with it.
No.
Not with the friends. He don't talk about his
Not the okay, will he tell you someone else's business via pillow talk? That's the difference.
You mean like a close friend of his or just some
not his friends because they keep it to themselves.
Yeah, he don't.
But if he heard something about a family member, he gonna tell you about it.
Oh yeah, like my family or somebody
else. Or his family, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They love pillow talking.
Cause I be like,
right.
Like he one of them people like.
Sagittarius men can keep a secret.
Oh yeah, that.
And they will it's to the point where you be like, but it's me. Yeah. And they be like, I was told not to tell anybody and I'm not going to do it.
They be like, shit, that ain't your business.
Right.
You be like, run it. We want to know.
Okay, Scorpio women.
Because
you're October 26th.
26th, mm-hmm.
Okay.
What about us?
Okay, I'm going to tell you the truth. You guys are very, very loyal.
Very. That's
like
at the top.
When y'all love.
That's at the top. Love hard. Yeah.
When y'all are in love, nobody else exists.
That's true. That's a fact.
And don't let nobody approach, give a look at your man.
Don't.
It's a wrap.
Don't.
And there's an argument ensuing in the car. You know that bitch? You know that bitch? I mean, she looking at you crazy. I mean, y'all know each other.
Who is it?
Yeah. Who sent her?
We territorial.
Very territorial, but very loyal. Extremely ambitious.
Yeah.
Y'all are hustlers.
Yeah, y'all got some shit. We gonna figure it.
Y'all gonna fix. Y'all gotta make money.
Yeah, that's true.
Y'all gonna figure out a way to make some money.
That's true.
And on top of that, very family oriented.
Facts.
Mm-hmm. And last but not least,
what you want to say?
Y'all are amazing.
Yes.
in the boudoir.
Yes,
Y'all aim to please.
Yes.
By any means necessary.
Yeah, don't play with a Scorpio.
No, whatever
okay?
your partner is into, you gonna accomplish it.
You gonna please your partner for
yes.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you're pleased.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, there goes me. All right, so let's get into So congratulations on season 2 of Toya and Reginae. It is a hit show. It is so good. And it's good to see you back on television because we all fell in love with you the moment you got on television because you are one of the most beautiful women in the world, but also you are the most down-to-earth chick as well. And you are a girl's girl.
I am.
You are a girl's girl. So talk to us about what we can expect on season 2 of Toya Reginae.
Whew, child. So season 2, I decided to bring my family along. You know, they moved here from New Orleans. So when you're doing a reality show, of course, your everyday life is a part of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't be with my friends every day, although I do plan a lot of girl times and be with my friends, but for the most part, I'm with my family. Like you say, I'm very family oriented. So I decided to, bring my family along to kind of help them get up. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever it is you want to do, here's your opportunity to be able to put some money in your pocket along with you being a part of, what we got going on. But I realized, honey, that you cannot help everybody. Some people just feel entitled to what you have, and they feel like, it's just never enough. And I know it's kind of like a broken record with me because I've been doing reality TV for all of these years. And my thing with it, I want to be able to show growth. Like, I'm showing growth with my life, but it's like, with that, it's just at a standstill still. It's not changing. So it's like, it's just time to just change some things around because, some people just don't get it. My mom gonna always have my heart. I'm gonna always have my mom back. So that's never gonna change. My sister, we have our moments and we go through things, but, that's my sister. She's not like them. We get into it. We have our moments, but our stuff is based around something different. But them boys, baby, them boys is the time.
What we have seen you be so transparent about is the fact that you are like the big sister, but also like the second mom.
Yes.
You really do take care of your family, and especially when it comes to your brothers. What we've seen this season, and also a lot last season, was you really trying to help out your brothers. And a lot of it had to do with the fact that they feel like, well, one in particular feels like you don't do as much for him as you should, whether it's supporting his rap career. He recently went viral saying Reginae bought Armand a $20,000 watch. She debunked that and was like, actually, it was a $4,000 bracelet, but he bought me other stuff too. How does it feel to know that that is being out there in the world? Because it's painting you and your daughter being like, oh, they don't support us. And I know for a fact, behind the scenes, everything you have always done for your family.
I mean, of course it hurts when you know your intentions are good and all you ever done was try to help a person. But I guess it just comes along with the territory. It's like people just feel like the moment you say no, they disregard all of the millions of other things you have done for them. And I just feel like when you start going to the internet with stuff and exposing stuff that is so untrue and telling whatever you feel is the truth of a story, and you just making half of this stuff up, and I done been here for each and every last one of y'all, that's when I really just gotta pull back. I already pulled back, but now you moving like a op. I'm not cool with that at all.
When's the last time you spoke to your brother?
It's been since the show wrapped.
And that's last year.
Yeah, we wrapped that show last year. The show that's last year.
You don't speak to him.
You'll see how the show ended. Okay. But after that was enough for me. And now the internet stuff, and you're talking about my daughter, like whether she bought whatever it was, it's her money. You know what I'm saying? It's not for you to just be getting on the internet telling people and all of the other stuff he was saying. People were sending me clips. I'm like, is he serious? But I guess it's just him just trying to get attention and just telling way too much and just doing way too much, child. I'm just listening.
Do you financially support all of your family members?
So I have been financially supporting my mom for years. And of course, they live with my mom for a long period of time. And it just got to a point where I'm like, they are so ungrateful. I cannot do it no more. And I told my mom loved her kids so much, especially her boys. She will go to bat for her boys. Okay, like it's to the point where she'll let some stuff get messed up for her to protect them. Like I didn't buy cars for my brothers, then help pay, like normal people that's in position to help. Like I didn't help with numerous amount of things. And when you were incarcerated, we put money on you, but like been taking care of you. For you to even have the audacity to say that I don't do for you or my mom or this and that, that's a lie. Like how you don't do nothing for her, so how is she getting taken care of? But it's to the point, like with that type of situation, it's like, it's almost like I got to teach my mom a lesson too, because you allowing them to mess things up for you. They are grown men. They're not going to live off of me and then be on the internet talking crap about me. No, that don't go like that. Like you can't be in my house that I'm paying for, that I bought, and my mom is in there making sure she good, and you on the internet every other week talking crap about me, and you not doing nothing, not contributing or nothing. Make it make sense.
And when it comes to your mom, how does she feel about it, seeing her kids go through this?
At one point, like my mom, she used to like try to stay out of it, but now she's very vocal about it. She really don't like it. She don't like us to, be at it with each other. She really don't like that. And now she's like, until y'all change or get y'all life together, I'm over here. Like, I'm trying to move this way. My mom has been going to church, like trying to just change her life around. Because, when you're around that and that's all you hearing, you start to become that because that's what you're around. Start thinking that other people owe you or they should be doing more for you or this and that, because that's what she's hearing all the time. But when she removed herself out of that situation, it's like her mind, she thinks different. Now she want to go to church. Now she understands. Now she's constantly saying, I appreciate everything you do for me, or thank you. Like, every little thing, anything, and that makes me feel good, because for a minute I'm like, damn, do anybody care around here? Like, what the hell? You can give people, it's just never enough. But that's my mama. Like, I'm gonna always have her back.
No, that's your mom. And listen, the thing is this, I'm gonna have a real conversation with you, because the thing is, when you are the first breadwinner in your family, and you have a lot of siblings, and you have parents who are alive, or a mom, whatever, a dad, there is this sort of commitment that you have to be like, okay, I got it. I'm committed to helping. And there's something that a lot of people don't talk about, which is the guilt.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's the guilt of, I have it and I'm supposed to. And what happens is the people in your life who you give money to, they also feel like they're entitled to it because you do have it. Do you have guilt with the fact that you are the breadwinner in your family?
For a long time I did. Like I felt like my mom and them lived in New Orleans and in like the 7 Ward area. That's where my brothers and my mom and them grew up. I've always been separated from my family even back then. I lived with other family members and stuff. So we never really had the closest relationship, but like I shared in my books, like it's always something I long for. Like I've always wanted, because I always felt like the outsider. So as I got older and stuff, I tried to, because I'm saying this because people always like talk about how she's crazy. I would have, I get it. Like nobody want to be used or dealing with people that is unappreciative or feel entitled to their money and stuff like that. And it comes to a point where you do have to step back and just be like, enough is enough. But with my family, I was around them for a while, but I never really lived with them for real. So as I got older, like I've always wanted to build that relationship with them because it was always them and me. I lived with other family members, so that's why I wasn't in, like they could say we was in the hood and that wasn't really my life. Like I never got a chance, I never experienced that, me or my sister. So it's like, yeah, they did live a different life from us. And my mom was in that life with them because of her drug addiction. And as when I got money or when I started doing things on my own, I wanted to pull my mom up out of that or whatever in hopes that everybody change and, want to level up and do things for themselves, whether it was music or, getting a truck business or whatever, just different things I used to be trying to like tell them about to just make money and just hustle and be able to help mama like I can, we help together because I'm not just her daughter. Like y'all are benefiting from what I'm doing and thinking, and it ain't doing nothing for y'all, but enabling y'all. You know what I'm saying? Handicapping y'all because now it's like y'all feel like y'all don't have to do nothing. I'm supposed to do it when in reality, that's not how that should go. I'm not supposed to do nothing. And what I do is from the kindness of my heart, to help everybody. But when you start to feel like hear all the time, oh, you should have did this or you don't do this or you don't do, and what about the millions of other things I did? And I know this is not just my story. Like a lot of people
but it's relatable. Yeah.
Go through it. It's just, like I'm not, I'm sure from the Jay-Z's, the Wayne, everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Has experienced family members like that. No matter what level you're on, if you are the one in your family that's bringing in money, people feel like you owe them. And that's just what I've been dealing with for years. But with my mom, I just used to get so upset because it's like she'll go in and out. Like, yeah, 1 minute is you're with them with the foolishness and the next minute you ain't with it. So I'm like, okay, what is it? Because what are they doing for you? Like, how are they helping you in any kind of way? They can't pay a bill for you. They can't keep a roof over their head, and you telling me about what I don't do and not doing, and I'm the only one that's helping here. So it just used to bother me so much. Like, family stuff is just a lot.
No, it's a lot. And that's the reason why I appreciate you telling the story on the show because it's very relatable. Mm-hmm. You have no idea how many people can relate to what you're showing. I can relate to it as well. Are you sometimes afraid of becoming broke because you take care of people?
Yeah, that's where you got to draw the line. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at now. It's like, I'm not going to keep giving and giving and giving. Now, my favorite word, no.
Doesn't it feel good?
And it feels amazing.
I be telling people no feels good. Amazing.
At one point, like, my family used to do stuff to me, and it's like, I have a big heart.
Yes.
Like, I love her. I try my whole. I don't have no enemies for real. Like I don't.
Everybody loves
beefing with
Toya.
People. That's not my thing. Like if you saw me on the internet beefing with somebody, they started that shit with me, and I'm not no pushover. I'm not gonna let you play with me. But I've never been the type to just be into something or just be at it with people. And the same with my family, and they know that. They pull on my strings, pull on my heartstrings because they know I have such a big heart and a soft spot for them. But when I turn 40, I have a new book coming out that I wrote. It's called 40 Kicking My Ass. And when I tell you, it just made me look at life differently and just put things into perspective for real. It's like people will never change. They will keep operating with you the exact same way until you get to a place in your life where you have to set those boundaries, no matter who it is, mama, daddy, sister, brother, husband, daughter, I don't care who it is. If it's disrupting your peace, you have to set them healthy boundaries and either I'm going to deal with you from a distance or I ain't going to deal with you at all. Like, no matter, I don't care. I used to feel bad about doing that because this is people I love. Like, this is my siblings. And we lost, what made it really hard for me the past couple of years, we lost 2 siblings.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't want to be doing this internet shit or beefing with my family. Like me, I know nothing is perfect. We have our moments. We going to get into it. Shit, you get into it, but you have enough love and respect for each other to be like, okay, I didn't like that. Let's talk about it. And we got to move different and respect one another. But when you start moving like an op, it's like, and playing with my kids, I don't play about my kids.
No,
my kids
girl.
Is just off. And they is grown, but that's still my baby. Like, don't play with my baby. So you take it to the internet, you could forget about me.
No, I told Reginae earlier, I said, your mom is somebody who I revere as like just a superwoman, a queen. I said, your mama cussed me out one time.
When we were filming a show? Don't play with my baby, you remember? Yeah.
I literally tried to say, your mama said to me, that's my motherfucking child. Don't you play with my baby.
Period. I'm going in that water.
I said, I have never been yelled at like that. I said, your mama don't play about you. But so trust me, girl. I know personally. You don't play about your kids.
I don't play about my kids.
Not at all. You obviously have been very vocal about being a teen mom. And the beautiful thing that I would love to touch on a little bit, because listen, I think your life, honestly, Toya, is such an inspiration to a lot of women. You know, I have a female friend that I was in Australia with recently. She was a teen mom, had 2 kids by the time she was 18. And now she lives this amazing, beautiful, grand life. And it was so inspiring for me to have dinner with her mom, and just hearing about like the struggle she endured, but she always had like this vision for her life. And she said, I got my GED, and you know, her mom was like, this girl always knew she was going to be somebody.
Yes.
You being a teen mom, and obviously look at you today, right? Was that something that even as a teen mom, you always knew, like, I may be a teen mom, I may be in New Orleans, but I'm going to do something with my life despite what my reality is right now?
Definitely. I knew when I was a teen mom, you know, my story looked a little different from everybody else's. I ended up being a teen mom that had a kid with somebody who became successful. So not that that's a cheat code, but it made life a little easier for me to, you know, be able to sit back and be like, okay, like, I don't want to live in nobody's shadow. Like, I have a daughter that I'm raising, and I want my daughter to look at me and say, you know, my mom is strong. My mom a hustler. She gonna figure it out. Like, she not trying to just ride off of what my dad has provided for us. So, you know, being a teen mom, dealing with parents that really wasn't there to help me raise my daughter, you know, and teach me the ropes on how to be a parent, a good mother to my daughter. I just knew as a teen mom that I wanted to give my daughter the life I didn't have and more. And that was including me, like, being able to show her that your mama gonna hustle for what she want. I'm not no hoe out here in these streets. I'm gonna respect myself and always carry myself like a lady. I'm gonna pour love and affection into, you know, the people I love and my kids, and I'm going to tell them the real. And that's just what it is. And I've always been open and transparent with Reginae since a kid. You know, even though her being a young celebrity kid, I've always wanted her to be humble. Even though she had everything at her, you know, stuff, her life was totally different from my life. She didn't have the struggle I had. But I always tried to keep her humble, like, no matter what or whatever. And yeah, as a teen mom, like, that was always my thing. Like, I just wanted to have a better life, like raising my daughter and stuff, and just show her something different. I didn't want to live in nobody's shadow. I didn't want to be the girl that had a baby and just completely lost herself. So that was like something I was definitely serious about.
Did you feel like when you were a teen mom, you were dating this big celebrity at the time, and obviously when you hear other stories, right? Like, it's comfortable to know, like, I ain't got to worry about nothing. What was different for you, though, to where you just wanted more from your life than just being, you know, a kept woman?
I don't, but like, nothing against women who are kept and just want to be taken care of, but I don't like the control of that. You know, not being able to, like, you can get mad with me today or tomorrow and put me out. I have a kid. Not saying that he will ever do that, because listen, Wayne is an amazing father to his kids, like provider and all. Like, he's always made sure everybody was good, you know? Not saying that will ever happen, but in the back of my head, I'm like, I don't want to give nobody that much control. Like, I need to figure something out. Like, what is it going to be? Let me start by writing a book. You know what I'm saying? Telling my story, I can make money there. Maybe that could open other doors for me to do other things. That started a whole tour. I was like, okay, I like fashion. Let me open a boutique. Like, from there, like, when reality TV came about, I'm like, okay, I don't just want to be on TV. Let me see how I could help produce this. Like, we were executive producers of Tiny and Toya, and we told our story, not wanting to be the baby mamas of two big stars, but Tiny and Toya. You know, Tamika have her story. Toya, you don't know me, but this is who I am. My story looks different from hers.
Right.
You know, I come from X, Y, and Z, and let people fall in love with me, not Toya, Wayne, baby mama. You know what I'm saying? So that has always been my thing from the jump, is to just, you know, just push myself out there and let people love me for me, and just figure a road out that works for me.
Was it hard for you to make the decision to like leave the relationship? Because I remember reading your book. You obviously come from a broken home, right? And that was something that you struggled with, not wanting to give Reginae. So was that something that was tough for you? And if so, what made you have enough strength to like say, I gotta do this?
I'm the type of person, like, you know, when things are not, when you're young, you go through a lot, you take a lot, you know, but at a certain point, you wake up and you be like, I deserve better. You know, I deserve better. Now I have a daughter. I can't watch I could have still today been in that situation, and can be if I wanted to. Okay.
What about?
It's like, no shade or nothing. Like,
no, the thing is this. Listen, not to cut you off and not to put words in your mouth. I think we all know, at the end of the day, you left Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
You left him.
Even though I got cheated on a million times.
You got cheated on.
But
right. Know. But and this is no shade to anybody, and we're having a real conversation. At the end of the day, if you told Wayne today, I'm divorcing, God forbid, and let's do this, he will say yes. That's the gag.
Anyway, we are, But, you know, you get to a point where it's like you want more for your life. And by the way, me and Wayne have an amazing relationship. That's like my brother. We can talk about his girls. You know what I'm saying? He talk about rain or soccer, whatever. Like, we have a really good relationship. Like, Reginae is older now, but I just feel like we've been friends for, you know, like, we've been knowing each other for so long. We don't even look at each other like that anyway. But, you know,
Toya, you never saw yourself walking these hills with this bodysuit on from Milano.
No, I don't.
Toya, I date men. I am a gay man. I look at you that way.
Not what I'm saying.
I mean, Toya,
but
Toya.
we never dated young. So
it doesn't,
you know,
Toya, what I'm saying to you is,
stuff.
Toya, it's okay. I like that you're sweet and humble. What I'm saying to you, a man with a heartbeat around you. This is no shade. He could be married, a pastor, a doctor.
Oh my goodness.
And this is no shade. There is not one man with a heartbeat that is around Toya Johnson rushing. And it's not like bubba. So go on, sis.
No, but
I get it. I get the sentiment.
Let me clean this up. What I meant by that is I could still be dealing with that. Like, I could very well be still Wayne baby mama messing with him right now. You know what I'm saying? And not letting it go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Most people be like, shit, that's be with their baby daddy for a long time, especially if they got a baby daddy that take care of them. You know, some people hold on as long as they can. That just wasn't, I don't see that for myself. I am a wife. And I don't want to be nobody's, I can't deal with that type of stuff. I know what I want in life. Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
No, I get it. We clear that up.
Yeah.
Battle that. You still tore your job a little bit. All right, so but the thing about it is this. Your story to me, and that's why I love your show, you are such a relatable woman, because I feel like a lot of women who are in similar situations can look at your life and see how you did it, in my opinion, the right way. Even the fact that I don't know too many women that are friends with they ex-husband, baby daddies,
Why? What's
baby
the
mamas.
beef for if you don't want them?
There's a lot, but you listen, we're in Atlanta, baby. So there's a lot of beef with the baby mamas.
Oh, yeah.
But the fact that it's like this sisterhood with like you, Lauren, Nivea. Those are the only two other
Sarah.
Sarah.
Yeah, that's it.
Christina Milian.
No, you said baby mamas.
Oh.
I mean, not women who have kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, because y'all ain't cool.
Who?
You and Christina.
No, I don't. Why would I not be cool with? I don't really know.
Y'all.
Oh no, we don't. It's nothing like that. I'm not cool with no woman that Wayne have ever dated.
Okay.
Trina, I love her.
Yes, you do love Trina.
Love Trina.
Yeah.
Like, who else? All the women. I love them. Shit, they ain't bothering me.
How did you get to a place though of like the friendship that you formed with the baby mamas of his?
Just like shit, I will be like that with my husband, baby mamas. Like, I don't want to be. When you have kids, why beef with the baby mamas? Like, that's not doing nothing but that's messing with our kids' relationships. So I believe in making things cordial and cool so the kids could be good. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? What we beefing for? None of us don't want you, and none of us with you.
Is that something because you are the first one? So that's something you initiated? Like, okay, let's figure this out.
It's just like being mature. One thing about Reginae's father is he ended up having kids with mature women, grown women. I love Lauren, love her to death. She's so mature. Nivea, always love Nivea. Well, me and Nivea have the funniest stories, but I love her. And, Sarah's cool, but everybody knows how to be cool. Like, my daughter's grown. Their kid's almost grown. Like, why would we be at it?
No, that's good. Again, that's why I want to talk about it because y'all found a way to really coexist. And it's not on like some fake Hollywood shit either. Like, there's like really a friendship there. So I wanted to make sure that you were able to address that because I feel like a lot of women should learn from that.
Oh, yeah. Like, bitter baby mamas and baby mama drama stuff. I can't. I just don't have the energy for it. And I just feel like, believe it or not, all it does is affects the kid. Like, that messes with the kid more than anything. It's like, why are we at it? Now our kids looking at it like, my mama don't like your mama and this and that. Like, it's just dumb. Like, I just never been that girl.
One thing Reginae and I touched on was the fact that you look at the crop of the celebrity kids nowadays, and social media is like all over the place. So she and I were able to talk about how she can relate to like Blue Ivy, for example, and like even Northwest, and like being the offspring of these celebrities, and unfortunately having to suffer through the bullying at the hands of people. You don't play about your kids. And obviously, when it came to your firstborn, she told me a story about the first time she experienced online bullying when she went to the BET Awards.
And they were saying she's fat and all of that stuff,
Like, how were you able to deal with that? Because that sort of like was the beginning of what seems to be like, your daughter is like a target on social media.
Yeah. Well, we went through the body shaming thing for a very long time. Like, oh, her body is this, she's shaped like this and all of that. And I've always told my daughter to have, like, listen, you are beautiful. These people are sitting behind a computer or a laptop, whatever they're on, their iPhones, just talking, just being miserable. Like, you don't listen to that. You know who you are. You don't have to let that affect you, even though sometimes that's easier said than done, because it does bother you when hearing people constantly like picking at you all the time. It make you be like, well, damn. And you just have to be the person in their life that just feeds them positivity and always remind them who they are. Like, and you stand on that. And me being that way with Reginae, that's why she's the way she is now. It's like, bitch, I'm that. Like, what? Like, she's gonna move like I'm that girl. And I don't care what you think. And this is that. Like, that's just her personality. Like, and I love it because guess what? You don't let nobody tell you down.
How are you able, though, to raise a girl who is a grown woman now that never had a public scandal, a crash out? You know what I mean? Like, when you think about, like, some of the, like, kids of some of these white celebrities who have like the drunken nights, they falling out in the club, passed out, or they're in like the sex tape scandals and stuff like that. How are you able to keep Reginae to a point to where she didn't go through any of those things?
Well, I mean, it's nothing I can personally keep her from. Because, you know, when you are raising kids, period, you instill things in them. And your dreams and hopes and prayers is to make sure that they live life that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you take the gems that I drop to you and you apply them to everyday life. But it don't always work like that. Not to say the people that are involved in scandals or, you know, sex tape, whatever it may be, getting drunk out or whatever. Not to say that their parents didn't do that, but some kids take a different path and they do things their way. I'm just blessed that Reginae is one of those kids that actually thought about, you know, damn, my mama wouldn't like this. Or this is not cool, or, you know, she thought about stuff before she actually did it. Because she was a teenage girl. She's like, right now, she's 20-something. She's in her 20s. You know, they do stuff. They get into stuff. They have their own life. And you got to let them live and just make decisions. And at the end of the day, just hope and pray that they make the best decisions. It's like, I can tell you all day, but what you decide to do in your life is, you know, that's your life. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to get involved into stuff. I'm just thankful to God that she, you know, wasn't into any of that.
Yeah, I think you're selling yourself short, though. Now, I'm going to tell you why, because I've been around y'all. The thing with you were always, you were strict, but not overbearing.
Yeah.
Like, and there's a fine line with it.
Yeah,
and,
I definitely was.
Yeah, and I saw that. And I even saw with her, you gave her enough.
Mm-hmm. But I still gave her room to allow her
Yeah, like even when she was in high school and she dealt with like all the shit girls go through in high school, one thing I can say just being a witness of it is you always allowed room for error. And I think that speaks to just you. You were, because you would think like being a teen mom, you're like, oh no, I don't want you to, you know, to get pregnant at 14, 15. You were never like that. You allow her to be a teenager, but you also allowed the both of y'all to have a friendship, but you also knew I'm still your mama.
Yes, period.
Yeah.
It's always been that. Like, and we went through a period of time where we would bump heads. Like when we were filming, what was that show? Growing Up Hip Hop. The worst shit we have ever done. Now, you know, the way we were portrayed on that show, you know me personally. That's not me. Like that, the way that shit was chopped and screwed, that was never me. Like, I'm just gonna sit up there and let Reginae run over me and do whatever they painted it to be. But anyway, we went through that period of time, and when I tell you coming off of that was so hard, because it took a toll on our relationship, because it's like now I'm the mom that's looked at as allowing my daughter, you know, like when it's really not our life. So my daughter don't know how to handle it. I don't know how to handle it. It's like, what the F? Like, for real? But that really, really was another humbling moment.
Was it the moments where it seemed like you two...
Where I was like the friend. Like, I let her talk to me crazy, or I would... Now you know.
I know, baby.
Like, listen. That, you know, like that was hard to watch for me. Like, that was extremely hard to watch. That whole show was hard to watch. So, but that shit.
And then the thing with Brandon and the...
Yeah, the whole thing just was like, what? Like, but Reginae did go through a period of time like every other young girl, where you talk back, you are sassy, and you get put in your place. Like, she is human just like everybody else. She flip and sassy just like every other teenage girl that's out here. And as the moms, that's our job to, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, you going too far, but they gonna do it. Like, so I guess because she a so-called, like, you know, celebrity kid, she don't have room to display that behavior. You know, she was like sassy, but guess what? She did get put in her place several times for being sassy. And she knows that, like, shit, I was sassy. So it ain't like she stole that. I was flip. I used to be the same way. So I knew when I had daughters, I was going to get it back. You know, shit. So it's just being 100. Like,
Yeah.
But it's never been no, she run over me type stuff. So that whole narrative was like, I used to be like, you mother effers have no clue. I used to watch that cringing at the comments and everything, because it's like, you know, yeah, she gonna talk back and do stuff, and she's gonna get put in her place like a normal teenager would. Like, maybe it's not like that on this show because of the way they edit and stuff or whatever, because it didn't happen like that. That's why. But you know, it's just, you live and you learn. You go. But yeah, that was a very, you know, interesting time.
Mm-hmm. Another interesting time that you were vocal about is when, you know, she was dating a rapper.
Oh boy.
And you wanted her to obviously go through her experience, but you wanted her to figure out other things. He then went to jail. He's not been released. Mamas are always right.
What? I try to tell her. You know, and that he was a nice guy. He was a nice guy. Mm-hmm. But, you know, I try to just tell her, period, like, about the rap lifestyle. Like, I lived that.
What was that like, though? But the thing about it, back in your day, what was that like? Because the sort of like early 2000s, Toya.
It wasn't a lot. Listen.
Girl.
Listen, first of all, I'm just thankful that back in those days, we didn't have Instagram.
Baby.
Like, I'm so glad we didn't have Snapchat and TikTok and all that back
and
in
no one
days.
in your face like this all day long.
So we were able to, you know, live our life, do our thing, whatever. And you would just have to find out about stuff, you know. So I'm so glad it wasn't brought to the front street where the whole world knew about all these women and all that. So her stuff just was a little different. You know, it's on Front Street. Whatever you do, like, because of social media and all that. But, yeah, she had to learn, you know, from that experience.
What type of guy would you like to see Reginae end up with, ultimately?
I would like to see Reginae with just somebody that's, like, you know, like a overall good person that treat her right, that will protect her heart, that, you know, of course got a career, you know what I'm saying? And just, no matter what it is, and I don't care what kind of job he got, but he got to have a job, and he got to treat her right and protect her heart, and just be a nice God-fearing guy. That's what I would like to see. I don't want to see it with no more rappers.
Famous people?
I mean, I can't pick for her. Whoever she end up with. But I'm telling you what I would want to see her with, a nice God-fearing guy with a, you know, nice career that's going to treat her right. Somebody she can, you know, grow old with and just have a good life.
Well, it seems like that's what you chose when it came to Red, right? Mm-hmm. Because you've been in relationships that were public before with men in the industry. Your last marriage was, what we saw in Marriage Boot Camp was a very tumultuous marriage, right? And what we saw was you chose somebody, because I know you personally, I felt like you chose somebody the complete opposite, who was just, when I look at Red, I haven't been around him like that, but he seems to be very chill.
He is.
And for me, it was the first time I saw you with somebody that wasn't aggressive. Was that intentional for you because of lessons you learned in the past?
Well, none of the guys I dated was really aggressive.
When it came to your ex-husband, Memphitz.
As far as, like, nobody probably would ever believe me, because you know that whatever the internet say or what people say, it trumps what you say. But I have never had a aggressive, like, physical relationship with my ex. The show was the first time. And listen, when you do reality TV, I don't even know why he did that dumb shit. But you know, when you do reality TV, people be looking for their moments at times. So that was some dumb shit that he done did for his moment, because we never had that type of relationship. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
We never had abusive relationship or aggressive relationship. Like, he wasn't that guy. Like, I really didn't know him to be the aggressive woman beating type of man. But hey, that's another day. I ain't with that man or nothing, but I don't have a reason to lie. That was never my experience. But what he did on that show, straight bullshit. I don't condone it. I didn't like it. I thought it was very immature, very childish, and it just made all of the other things that people say about you to be true. So I think that was one of those moments for him where he just felt like he had to do something because he was losing everything, and he just started acting stupid on TV. I don't know why. Would be the thing that saved him. Like, oh, you the star of this show. No, fool. You looking stupid because everything that people are saying. Like, when it happened, I literally, because we weren't allowed to have phones and stuff.
Right.
I did not even want to talk to him for the rest of the time of filming. Because I'm like, do you know what you just did? Like, I don't even got to see the edit or nothing, but do you know what you just did to yourself? Like, for what? Then you go back to normal. Like, shit, that's that TV shit. Like, no, that's not that TV shit. I don't even play them kind of games, first of all. Like, this ain't the type of TV shit I want to sign up for. What you see on every show I done did is real life. You know what I'm saying? So that was like a dumb, stupid moment. But anyway, I don't know what his relationship or what he went through with other people. I can't never speak on that. I don't know how it was, but I can speak for me. Like, that's all I can speak for is me. I have never, on my kids, had a violent relationship, never was abused, or an aggressive relationship with no man I dated. Maybe I just don't bring that energy. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I've never experienced it. So as a woman, I only could speak for my situation, what I know the person to be. And my husband, he not aggressive. Wayne wasn't aggressive. No man I dated was really aggressive to me. Mm-hmm. You know, that was the only moment of aggressive, crazy behavior. And then it's like people go through stuff in life where when you kind of like falling off, and you trying to just do something to be relevant. I think that's where he went wrong, but he went about things the wrong way, and that's when I just couldn't do it no more. I was like, you are not the person I married, and I'm not into this for whatever you trying to put on to become back relevant is not lining up with what I believe in and who I married. So I gotta do what's best for me and mine. I got to protect me and my daughter because now you're looking like you're abusive. You're looking like you hitting me or whatever. I don't know what it is, but it's time to just,
Was that like the final straw for you?
Oh, that was the final straw.
It was?
Mm-hmm. Because it was like, why would you do that? And then from that, it's like you trying to defend that behavior instead of cleaning it up. Like, just say what it is. You know what I'm saying? Say what you're trying to do because now you're messing with my reputation.
I was gonna say because you are heralded.
I took a hit for that. Like I was looked at like the dumbest person ever. Like you would you should have listened to this person. You should, girl. Sweetheart, I don't know the person that you are talking about. Like I don't know him, but I'm gonna be honest with you. With this dumb shit that he just did, I see why you going so hard at me. Because I feel the same way you feel. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. People just do the most for attention and when they feel like they lose and stuff. But to answer your question, I have never, thank God, been with an abusive man. I have never been with a man that was just aggressive to me. That's not my personality. I don't even think I could even like, what? Well, you're going to jail. I don't play them kind of games. I don't want my kids in that. Like, no. Like, that's not my life. And it's just, I don't even want to even play like that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that was just, like, too much for me. And the hit that I took behind that.
You got, listen, I'll say, and listen, you stop me if I'm saying too much, okay? Because, our relationship. So, but I did want you to clear the air because I met you when you was with him. And to your point, I didn't see any of those things.
Right.
He, if anything, very nice, very cool, whatever. Again, me seeing him with you, I want to make that very clear. I don't know. I can only base off of that, right? I want to be very clear when I say that.
Because you didn't came to our house.
I came to our house and we would eat and talk shit and like whatever. And what I've never seen any of those things. So it wasn't until the show, and me, I'm being very honest with you. Even I was like, well, shit, Carlos, you don't know what happens in people's homes.
You don't.
So,
You really don't.
And then obviously it became a show thing on Love and Hip Hop,
Mm-hmm.
and he sued Love and Hip Hop and everyone else associated with was, and you listen, and I want the world to know this. At the end of the day, I always felt like, as a wife, you were just defending your husband.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't defending or making excuses for whatever. You were. That's your husband.
Never.
That's not your experience, and you can only do that. Was that sort of, in your point of view, the crumbling of the marriage going downhill? Because a lot of men's identity is with their occupation. Mm-hmm. Their confidence comes from their job, how much money they have, how much money they make. That's rooted in the man's confidence. When you don't have that, you don't have confidence sometimes. Mm-hmm. Is that when you kind of saw things change in your relationship?
I mean, that whole situation definitely changed things, because of course, I don't know, again, how that whole situation played out. And me as a woman, I don't condone no domestic violence. If you know me, you know that. You can't even tell me that, and I'm not gonna try to, I don't play the radio with that. So it's I don't never want to take nothing away from nobody that ever experienced that. You know what I'm saying? But all I can say is I've never experienced it, with the person. So me being with the person, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just, I don't know you. I know the person that I'm with at the moment. And I know the person he's shown me to be that he is. You know what I'm saying? So it's if for any reason I would have seen anything different, of course I'm a woman. And I'm a girl's girl. I take signs well. I see shit and I be like, oh no, because if you did, but that moment when that happened on a TV show, even though I know the world don't know, I know his reason for doing it, trying to get clout or whatever, but the world don't know that. But you are clearly showing that you are the person that you're being painted to be at this point, and you losing it so much that you think this shit is okay. But now you're messing with my reputation. And you know what I'm saying? I'm having your back, you being my husband, because that's how it goes in a marriage. I don't think I did anything wrong. I was just having my husband's back, during a hard time in his life. That's it. And if I'm married to somebody, I got your back. That's what I'm here for. And I expect you to have my back too. But it's not discrediting anything anybody else is saying. It's just standing on, I don't know that person. Because I really don't. I don't.
Did you feel
now what his ass did to my husband, right before we got married, with that picture he put out of me, I don't condone that bullshit at all.
Talk to me about that.
Yeah, he posted a picture of, right before I got married, me and my husband got married, he posted a picture of me and him saying something. And I'm like, why would you do that?
A love note?
I love you. I don't know, I forgot what he said, but that wasn't cool. It's you are really crazy. To post this. Now you're showing another crazy something. I don't know. Because why would you post that? And you know I'm getting married, a week away? But I guess it was another attention-seeking moment, because it was such a big moment in my life and you knew you would get attention from it. So some people, when they're falling off, they do dumb shit to get attention. But again, the wrong dumb shit. Because you're being disrespectful to my husband. And of course, I got his back. So I'm looking at you what the fuck?
Have you seen him recently?
Who?
Hits.
Hell no.
I mean, it's Atlanta, No. Atlanta small.
I don't see nobody but my man. That's it.
But you and Kim and Michelle don't have any beef.
I don't have beef with nobody. People have beef. If I told you you saw me on the internet with somebody, they started with me. I don't have beef with I can sleep good at night. I don't have beef with nobody but my brother. That's it. That's the only fuck, and that's sad for me to even say that.
Yeah.
Because I got beef with you because you playing with my children and you playing with me. Like, you taking it to a whole nother level. But I don't have beef with nobody. I don't. Now, do people have beef with me? That's a different story. I don't know.
I know, but this is the thing. Because even like...
They have beef with themselves because it's not reciprocated.
I
don't have beef with you.
I always felt like in some cases, it was sort of like... I was telling your daughter this too. I'm like, Reginae minds her business. And when she's on Twitter, I said, in her defense, she's a teenager and at the time a young 20-something-year-old.
Yeah.
That's her job. Yeah. It's y'all 50-year-old to be doing the crazy shit on Twitter and y'all grown. But I said she's out of defending her family.
That's all she used to do.
You know, that's all.
Down, she didn't do that no more.
I said she stopped doing that because she's like, well, fuck it, it's fine. Okay, so the thing is this: you obviously moved on, and after your divorce, did you go through a moment in your life of figuring out like, okay, do I just remain single for a lot of years? Like, what type of guys do I date? Because you obviously are very attractive and men love you. So, like, what was that like when that relationship, when that marriage ended and you are, like, in these streets single?
Yeah, I was single for a little while.
What's a little while?
Maybe, like, 2 years, a year.
That's a long time.
I was single for a while. But single, I was dating. Yeah.
But not exclusive. But you weren't in a relationship. That's a long time, babe.
Yeah, you gotta listen. You can't just be jumping into stuff these days. It's a little different. Okay, out here. Red was around, but he wasn't at the time. Wasn't my man.
He was one of the people you were dating. Oh, y'all were friends. Yeah. Okay. Okay. How did y'all meet?
We met in Vegas. We met in Vegas doing Memorial Day weekend. A mutual friend hooked us up. Yeah, Red shared in his book. He tell a whole story on how we met, unfiltered.
Come on. We love it. Out in stores now.
Yes.
So it was a mutual friend that just thought like you two would be a good match.
Yeah. He thought it was a friend of mine from New Orleans, and he ended up knowing him from one of the basketball players he was working with. And he was like, I got somebody you want that I think you will like. Like, I got somebody. And then he came up to me. He was like, my homeboy Red. I said, I'm like, I don't date red boys. I said, I like chocolate. That's what I told him. And I thought that, you know what I'm saying? Didn't give him a chance or nothing. But that's what I said. I was like, he red. But, you know, that's sometimes you can't just be saying stuff like that.
I've always wanted to ask you this. I'm glad you listen. I'm glad you said it first. I was shocked because I'm like, my baby don't do the light skin man.
Yeah. I had to try something different because, you know, dark skin just wasn't working. But no, what happened was, honestly speaking, I got to know him. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, he was just like just different from anybody I've ever dated. And all about family, like I'm all about family. Got, you know, his family, he just come from a good, loving family. And, you know, that's totally different from where I come from. And right shortly after we started dating, that's when my brothers passed away. And, you know, I was going through a very vulnerable time in my life. So I was like, okay, I don't want to, like, get too serious with nobody. Because I'm like, you know, even though that's the time you usually, like, fall. So we kind of let a little time pass or whatever. And he just was consistent. Like, just very consistent. And it just wasn't changing. Like, he was just like a good person. Like, gave good advice, just was always there. Like, I'm like, yeah, I like him. Like, he, you know, and I was like, So I told my friend, Danielle, I was like, Danielle. Girl. Danielle was like, and I said, Danielle, he red. She was like, girl, it ain't gonna work. And then when she met him, she was like, I like red for you. Like, I really do.
He's a nice guy.
My everybody love him. Like everybody, they'll take his side when I'm, when I'm on my Scorpio time. They be like, "See, Red." Yeah. So, yeah, he's a good guy though.
Well, I think this, and again, not to put words in your mouth, but I think some women like the bad boys, because it's interesting. But I think when it comes to Red, he to me is the definition of he's a nice guy, and I do think more women should start giving nice guys a time of day.
He's a nice guy, but he's not no pushover.
I didn't say he was a punk, Toya. He's nice.
Because, women, well, I
Go
can
ahead.
speak for myself.
Go ahead.
I like a challenge.
But you're a Scorpio.
I don't
Go ahead.
like to
soft.
Yeah, I like a challenge. And, I'm sure a lot of women can agree with that. You don't want nobody you could just run over.
Men too, honey.
Yeah. You like a little challenge, somebody that's gonna give you a little tell you about yourself.
Yes.
Like you it's not everything is not my way. Like it's not like what you say, like that's law. Like I don't want nobody that everything I say is law. Like tell me I'm wrong. Yeah, but you wrong for that. That shit ain't cool. I don't like that. Like, you want somebody that's gonna keep it real with you. Like, not gonna just be your yes man.
Oh, no. And that's the reason because on the season finale of the first season, that's why I'm like, oh, no, I'm not saying he'll push over child. I watched the show and he ain't that. I was gonna call you, but then I said, Carlo, that's a married couple's business.
Oh, my goodness. You talking about the second episode?
And what you're not gonna do is involve yourself in married people's situations.
Oh, yeah.
Your husband. Now, look.
He was mad. He was mad at me. But on to his defense, I was wrong for that. I kind of
explain to the audience.
Okay, so
I'll let you explain
they
it, child.
have to watch the show, but I'm gonna give you the clip that's out there.
Yeah, we're gonna.
So we own a gym together, Wait No More Studios, and we're business partners. So like with anybody, if you're not married, if you just have a business partner, your business partner just can't make decisions without you. That's just not doing good business at all. I get it. So we were trying to, we got everything settled with our gym. Our gym is like HIIT training. We model like F45 type of training there. And sometimes it can be a lot of people at one time. So I'm like, we need a bigger gym. Like we got to, expand or whatever. But Red's thing on his take on it is like, it's not time yet. You know what I'm saying? He trying to, build things up or get things, going a little better with this location before we expand or whatever, which that's in the future, but not right now when I wanted to. So I decided to go and find a spot. Mm-hmm. and I contacted the people and I found the spot that I didn't think I was doing nothing that bad because it was just right couple of doors down from the spot we already had, but it just was bigger. Mm-hmm. I didn't think it was bad, so I did it, and oh my goodness, he was just so upset about it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He ain't a pushover. No, but listen. He was mad, rightfully so.
And all the people was tearing me up on the internet. That's wrong. You don't do that to your husband. Y'all a union. Y'all do stuff together. How you go? That man gonna leave you, girl. They was saying, they to me.
First of all, he ain't leave her child because of that. Like that's not a deal breaker.
What? These people are crazy. it was on his side, but even after he slammed the door and everything. I said, child.
And then the other one for me was you going through the IVF process. And baby, when I say to you, me and my homegirls, yeah,
them fibroids. That's
the fibroids. I'm sorry, and because he wants a son.
Yeah, he have a son, but he wants.
I'm sorry, he wants a son with you. Yeah, he wants a son with you. I'm sorry, he wants a son with you, and it made me cry only because I love you. So to see you go through that surgery in the process, and he was like, and you're like, well, wait, I want this. I want what I want, and I'm like, Leave her alone. She has surgery for you, motherfucker. Like, leave Toya alone.
Oh my goodness.
So I was on your side, at least there.
Mm-hmm.
Now the gym, I'm on his side, child.
Yeah.
But that part was like, no, but obviously a lot of people saw that scene and was like, so where do things stand right now? Don't give anything away because we're going to watch the whole season, but...
Well, I ended up having this procedure done to shrink my fibroids with the USA Fibroid Center. So I did this procedure to shrink them. So it's been almost 6 months now.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess once that's done, I don't know. I go back and forth about the baby thing. And I think he is on that page too. We kind of go back and forth as Rain gets older.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. Like, if it happened, it happened. But it's not like we're like, oh, we got to have a baby like right now type thing. We have this 7-year-old that's baby. We trying to keep up.
Do you want a boy?
I want
you
one,
would
boy.
be. Listen, you're an excellent mom, but I do see you with a son that'll be fresh and just like into his mama.
I know, because these girls, oh, them and they daddies, boy. It's just, they daddy's girls.
Mm-hmm.
I love it, because I mean, I'm a daddy's girl too. Mm-hmm. But I want a mama's boy.
Yeah.
But I just don't know though. I go back and forth. Some days I wake up, I be like, I want a boy. I want a baby. Rain getting older. Then I be like, oh, when she do something, I be like, oh hell no. I don't know if I will do this again. But that's my little buddy though. I love that little girl. She keep me going. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Would you ever consider surrogacy?
No.
Oh no.
Mm-mm.
You want it like...
Yeah, if I'm able to carry my baby, I would. I wouldn't do it for... Now, if it was a situation where I absolutely couldn't have one, yeah. But if I can have my own baby, I want to carry
do that.
it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it for like vain reasons, like I don't want to mess my body up, or I just don't want to... Like, being pregnant is a beautiful thing, especially if you're able to carry.
Yeah.
So I would definitely do it. It's just like, I just go back and forth. Like, do I want to start all over? I started all over one time. Now, Rain almost big enough to do, my kids are 20 years apart.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, do I want to, Rain is about to be 7. And it's like, I don't know.
Well, keep me updated. I'm going to tell you a secret.
What?
That I never told you. And this is actually a true story.
What?
Okay. So, I was in a relationship for a long time. I think you met him before.
What's his name?
We won't.
Oh, we're not going to I met him before. Okay. So
I think you may have. Okay. This is a very true story. Okay. So, this happened like maybe 4 or 5 years ago. So, he and I were talking about having kids. Mm-hmm. And one thing about me, I said, if I have a child... I would want the mother to have the option of being the kid's life. Because I just think, like, there's nothing like a mother's love. Mm-hmm. And if I have the opportunity, I know everything is different, but if I have the opportunity to have a child and the mom can, like, be in the kid's life, that'll be dope. Mm-hmm. So he and I were talking about people, and we had a list. And on the list... You were number 1 of somebody who we wanted to be our baby mama. This is a true story. And what he said to me was, he said, why you choose Toya? He wanted me to go first. I said, she's beautiful. She's a great mom. She makes pretty kids. Her kids are so well-mannered. And I said, she's from the South. I said, she's everything that I see a baby mama. And he said, okay, that's everything on my list too. So he said, this is a true story. Can you talk to her and give her a contract? We'll pay her for the rest of her life. I had this planned out. And we had a contract. Mm-hmm. And we planned out how much money was going to pay you per month to carry the baby.
They had a whole plan.
We had a whole plan because I'm a planner. I'm a Libra.
Yeah, I know.
So, I'm in control. So we had a monthly fee of how much we're gonna pay you, and then after you have the baby, you will have gotten money for the rest of your life.
Oh, child.
That was the plan.
What's going on?
So you're obviously married.
Mm-hmm.
You were single at the time, I think. Maybe.
Yeah, probably
I think you were single at the time. So I'm blushing.
Oh my goodness.
So I've always wanted you to carry my kids.
But I'm not gonna carry no kids that I gotta give away. I just can't do it.
Would you co-parent?
I can't. I just can't. Who else was on the list? Shit, we got the list.
This is a true story. You were the only celebrity on the list.
What?
The rest were people we knew as friends. But like you were number one, and it was. And listen, he's a Scorpio. He was. Look, I'm saying too much, but he also was like he's very picky. But the fact that he and I both agree, he said, "Nah, it's Toya. It's Toya," and he said, "Y'all friends, talk to her."
That's sweet though. That's
yeah. So I want you to know that
you would want me to carry your baby and be your baby mother and help raise your baby. Sweet.
Yeah. So Red, don't beat me up when you see me. It was just a fantasy that I had.
It's funny.
But you are always number one. So I wanted you to know that.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll keep you updated.
I just can't. I can't. I just listen. That's funny.
But I'm single now, so I gotta figure. I gotta find a man.
Now you gotta find a. Now you gotta get a man.
I gotta find me a black man who doesn't live in Atlanta. That you know.
So you want to live somewhere else?
My black man lives somewhere else.
Okay.
He and has a profession and.
I love it. He coming.
He is. Oh,
yes, he coming.
Yeah. So we'll see if he's on the same page.
I'm speaking it into existence. So you coming, you're gonna be married, like your life is just gonna be amazing. Okay? And you're gonna have your baby mama with your beautiful baby boy. Okay.
I got his name.
Girl.
I want a set of twins, a boy and a girl.
Oh, then you talking about two?
I want to get out the way.
Two?
I want them out the way. If I have kids, I want them at the same time. Get them out the way.
Twins is such a blessing, though.
Yeah. I want a boy and a girl. I got their names picked out and everything.
Oh, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
You ready, baby?
Yeah, they may rhyme with Toya. But listen, I want you guys to watch Toya and Reginae every Friday at 9 o'clock 8 Central on WeTV.
Mm-hmm.
Explain to us, Toya, what they can expect from this amazing season. I'm a huge fan of the show. You know that. But explain to the raindrops what they can expect.
Okay, what you can expect to see this season is like just real, raw family drama. Like it's not everything is drama, just different things that you go through in life. Whether it's working with your partner, like trying to create healthy boundaries with your family, like my relationship with Reginae, like being long distance, me with Rain, me with my brother's daughter who I'm raising, like just real family issues, but it's very relatable. Very.
I was going to say that it's very relatable, it's very real, and obviously you're a fan of Toya Reginae, you get the real with them, so I implore all of you to watch it. Thank you, Toya. I finally got Toya on the couch!
Woo! And we had fun.
We had fun!
And left shade and tea.
It was fun! Thank you, baby.
Thank you,
I love you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming,
Love
baby.
you, love
Love you.